without further ado.
Hello, everybody. We also have Valerie Cartwright here with me. Valerie's town councilwoman. We are so excited to be here to celebrate Annabelle Clark and the Clarkettes. I have to tell you, as someone who grew up locally, went to Ward Melville High School, one of my best friends who really wanted to be here this morning and she couldn't be. I remember her. We had a 6th grade camping trip and we had a talent show. And she performed with the baton to the song, There's Always Something There to Remind Me. I don't know if any of you, I'm dating myself, okay. And wow, I still remember her performance. I still remember her poise, her composure in front of all of her friends on a camping trip. And the many, many hours of dedication that she put in really paid off. And I know that the thousands of girls that you have instructed throughout the years, and Leslie Groen says hello. You remember her from 30 some odd years ago. Oh, maybe more. I know all the girls that have come through your programs over the years, performing in the parades, just all that they learn about dedication and about working hard. It's such an important life lesson, and I'm just here to recognize you for this extraordinary accomplishment and thank you for all you've done to help to build strong girls, now women, throughout the years.
I want to say thank you so much. I had an opportunity to look at the performances this morning, and you should be so proud of all the generations of talent that is here today. Let's give them a round of applause. And it's because of your vision, and it's because of you that you have all of these women and men, I didn't forget you in the back, wave, who are here today saying that they represent the Clarkettes proudly. Thank you and congratulations on behalf of the talent performance.
You laughing? It's funny, bro.
No, you may not. I love it. I get to boss her around for 5 minutes. Woo! No, stay on the red carpet. Be the queen you are. Okay, so just a couple more things. We love to make Mrs. Clark have to be quiet for a while. Somebody get her, where are you going? Oh, a daughter. A daughter even trumps me, what can I say? Okay, well, while she's hugging and kissing, we're going to talk about her. Barbara Walters once said that when she was finally in her own as a woman, she found that all of us as females who think that women can have it all, that it was true that you could have it all, you just couldn't have it all at the same time. And that's absolutely true for Mrs. Clark. Testimony to her success is the fact that Annabelle always put her family first. That started with King Albert, and then passed along to her 4 daughters, Vicky Marie, I'm going to forget names, I should know them from your Christmas labels, Vicky Marie, Donna Lee, Joanne, That's it, she told me. And Lisa Janey. Woo! Okay, so Annabelle, who is a self-taught baton twirler, raised her family to the point where then she felt after dinner she could go do some of the things that she wanted to do with baton. As you can see from the proclamations, and I have another one to read at the end of this, she's very community oriented. And if you lived in Port Jefferson at some point in your life, you probably twirled a baton. And then that spread out. They told someone and they told someone. I was in a bank once in Babylon, and I had a twirling shirt on, and this teller said to me, "Do you know Mrs. Clark?" I said, "Everyone knows Mrs. Clark." So she started in the community in Port Jefferson, and then started the competitive life of the Clarkette organization in ESTA. Typical Annabelle, wanting to have more for her children, her athletes. She wanted them to have great life experiences, which is proved today by the numbers of people who have come back, representing the generations. But she also wanted to step it up a notch competitively. So she ventured out into the vast world where we are today in the USTA. She set the bar for excellence. There are a few groups that are the legend that she is in the group events, including Parade Corps. She's the great one of the Parade Corps. She also always encourages her graduating athletes to come back and pursue a career as coaches, pay it forward, and they do successfully. Then they move forward and they join the judging community. The standard has always been very high in the Clarkette organization, starting with the day you register to the day you sit down at the judge's lane for the very first time. Another testimony to her is that although her origin was not started in ESTA, you would be hard-pressed to find a USTA professional who would not seek out information or advice or knowledge from Annabelle Clark. That's how notorious she is. We call her the Queen just to pay homage. She doesn't know sometimes what we really mean. Say the Queen, but that's okay. But again, those of you that know her, love her, Mrs. Clark to most of you, Annabelle to the handful of us that are allowed to get away with that. But she is successful because most of the many greats don't have a self. They don't see themselves in this picture. Some of those people are not with us anymore, but the people who really aren't about themselves are the ones who leave the greatest legacy. And so that is true of Annabelle Clark and the Clarkette organization that started in 1966. Not many things are 50 years old that are not humans. A representative from the village of Port Jefferson could not be here today, so they too have issued a proclamation to Annabelle Clark. Whereas Annabelle Clark has been a lifetime resident of Port Jefferson and a graduate of Earl L. Vandermeulen High School, and whereas Annabelle is a majorette for the Port Jefferson Fire Department and director of the Royalettes, Port Jefferson High School baton twirlers, and whereas Annabelle is a self-taught baton twirler who began teaching in the backyard of the house she grew up in on Main Street in Port Jefferson, and whereas the Clarkettes march in local parades for St. Patrick's Day, Memorial Day, and the 4th of July, and whereas Annabelle teaches local, state, regional, national, and international champions, and whereas Annabelle was inducted into the Twirling Hall of Fame in Daytona Beach, Florida in 2013, and that 2016 is the 50th year of the Clarkettes. Therefore, as the mayor of Port Jefferson Village, I do hereby recognize on this 3rd day of April 2016, Annabelle Clark for her many years of dedicated service to the Port Jefferson community and beyond, as Annabelle has touched the lives of many girls throughout her 50 years of teaching and remembers every one of their faces. She is truly an icon in the sport of baton twirling. Margaret Durant, Mayor of Port Jefferson. So, if you would all rise, please. The Clarkette organization now would also like to pay homage to Mrs. Clark. I am the princess, even though my shirt only says Prue. I want you to know. Mrs. Clark, congratulations for your dedicated work to the Clarkettes for more than 50 years. We present to you 2 tickets to the Lion King, plus an overnight stay at the Hotel Edison in Times Square, pick me. A midweek stay for 2 at Mohegan Sun, plus breakfast for 2. Victor Marie's going on that one, I'm sure. A Visa card with $500 for dinner and shopping. And a mailbox full of letters for those whose lives you have touched. We love you, even those of us who are here taking the Times Square. Annabelle Clark. Woo!
Okay, I have to say. It's been a long time since I had baby.